They promise delivery within days, sometimes even hours.
Now, this week, our investigative team is taking a closer look at who's driving your Amazon goods to warehouses, uncovering questionable drivers, dangerous trucks, and a lack of oversight.
Now there's a push from loved ones who say change is needed before more lives are lost. Here's 10 Investigates' Jennifer Titus with part 1 of Dangerous Deliveries.
Alex Robinson never imagined the only memories he'd have left of his mom, Christine, would be those in this box.
Me and my mom.
Photos of a life that was always just the two of them.
My father died in 1991. I was 4 years old. After that, it was just me and her.
Christine raised Alex in this home, planted 2 small trees in the front yard.
Every time I'm in the yard, that's where I kind of feel her presence the most. We did all these things on the road, and we did these road trips all the time. We had talked about going to Italy together.
Today, those trees have grown at the home where we met Alex for this interview.
I'm guessing nobody ever thinks that you'd have to be doing these ventures now without her.
Absolutely not.
On August 28, 2021, Christine Robinson was a passenger in a Toyota Tundra truck that was stopped in traffic on I-75. According to the police report, a semi-truck failed to stop, rear-ending the truck. Robinson was rushed to the hospital.
I found out she was in the ICU.
Enough time for Alex to be by his mom's side one last time.
That was the last time I saw her was the hospital bed. And yeah, that was the worst day of my life.
After wrapping his mind around the fact his mother was now gone,
I'll never forget it.
he worked to understand how and why the crash happened.
This thing doesn't happen to people like her.
The driver of the crash cited for careless driving.
They're doing a very dangerous job.
Driving for a company, he says, with a questionable history.
They literally had no safety history other than some inspections that they failed more than they passed.
Taking a closer look at the trucking company, CRD Transportation Service was first granted its license in 2007. Records show that 3 months later, their license was revoked. Then in 2008, the company was reinstated again, only to have their license revoked. Same thing in 2012, and then in 2020, they were reinstated.
And then about 8 months or so before this crash, they reopened.
This time, he says, to do one thing, deliver goods for Amazon.
And then they drive in to stop traffic and kill 2 people and injured a bunch.
It's why he says he filed this lawsuit against the trucking company and Amazon. He says they are responsible for who they hire. So how do you get hired to haul loads across the country for the retailer? A trucking company has to apply to partner with Amazon under the Relay program. Once that company is approved, everything goes through the Relay app, accepting loads, assigning drivers, and getting the goods from warehouse to warehouse. According to Amazon's website, to be part of the program, they say Amazon Relay uses basic scores to vet reliable companies to haul our freight. The company says our standards are 5% lower than federal thresholds, which means our demands for safety are stricter. The lawsuit contradicts that, saying Amazon does not conduct any safety investigation into motor carriers or truck drivers beyond verifying current operating authority, proof of insurance, and that the motor carrier does not have a safety rating of unsatisfactory.
The limited safety history they had was a bad safety history.
Alex says the thought of how his mom was in the truck, the first thing the semi-truck hit, is just too painful. He thinks the owner of the freight inside the truck should have been doing more to protect her and everyone else in that pileup.
Shouldn't they want to be the safest, the best?
And regarding Robinson's crash, Amazon tells us we extend our deepest condolences to these families and know that nothing we say will take away the hurt they continue to feel. We require any carrier who does business with us to follow our strict policies and procedures that go beyond the industry standards. And the carrier involved in this case is permanently barred from working with us. Jennifer Titus, 10 Investigates.
We also know that this is not the only trucking company with a questionable history delivering Amazon freight.
The problem is that there are hundreds of thousands of trucking companies on the road. There are thousands of new ones every year entering and thousands exiting. So the DOT does not have the resources to do in-depth investigations of all of these carriers on the road.
Join us tomorrow night at 11 for what we've learned about the companies Amazon is hiring.